commentary. But guess what we're going to do? We're going to look at another type of commentary. So, where's my mouse? There's my mouse. I can use the exact same claim and evidence because the rules for claim and evidence don't change as I go from one type of commentary to another type of commentary. But let's say I am trying to explain this new type of animal that scientists have discovered on an alien planet. And you don't have the scientific terminology for me to give you the fancy scientific names and for you to understand what those scientific names mean. So instead, I might say something like, it has a nose like an elephant. Now, is this new alien creature an elephant?
No.
But again, I'm playing a logic game. I am trying to logically connect something new that you don't understand to something which is already in your brain that you will understand. So I might go on to say, well, in addition to having a nose like an elephant, it has a neck like a giraffe. Are you getting a clear picture in your head about what this animal looks like?
Kind of.
It has a very small head, but the nose is not as thick as an elephant's nose. So it looks like a very skinny elephant's nose stuck on a small head atop a giraffe's neck. Are you getting a clear picture?
Yeah.
That's what's called comparison commentary. Comparison commentary is where you try to reach into your audience's brain and compare something new to something that the audience will have already experienced, and so they'll be able to go, oh, I get it. So, in this case, maybe you're talking to an audience who's never read the Odyssey, or they read the Odyssey, it really didn't click with them. And you need to explain why this is important. Well, we need to figure out a similar situation in the audience's life that the audience could connect with. Now, I will tell you this type of commentary, sometimes called analogy or comparison, you have to be careful because it can get silly. If you make a ridiculous comparison, your audience, instead of going, oh, your audience goes, oh my God, really? You think that's similar? And you can create some difficulty with convincing your audience to listen to you. Hopefully that's not going to happen here, but let's take a look. So Circe wants to help. She tells him that he has to take another quest to go to the underworld to find information. Give me a person in your life that would be helpful, that would give you information to help you complete a quest. Teachers. What quest is a teacher trying to help you with? To succeed, to get into college, to get to a good career. Are there enough similarities to say that these two things are actually alike?
Yeah.
Is that a comparison that would help your audience understand why Circe is so helpful?
Yeah.
Then that's going to be a valid comparison commentary. So, you can, contrast commentary almost always starts with, if it were different, here's what it would look like. It doesn't look like that. Comparison commentary can start a lot of different ways. You could say this is similar to, or like, or you can really set it up anything as long as you use a transition word that tells the reader that you're talking about things that are similar. You're not saying they're exactly the same. You're not saying she is a teacher. You're saying she's acting like a teacher, okay? She acts like a teacher who wants to help her student succeed in school and find a good career. Like that teacher, Calypso helps Odysseus by showing him, oh, thank you. Wrong goddess. Circe helps Odysseus by showing him what he needs to do. And if he follows, and we're not going to say that because he does follow it. It's like a student listening to a helpful teacher. She acts like a teacher who wants to help her students succeed in school and find a good career. Like that teacher, Circe helps Odysseus by showing him what he needs to do. When he follows her advice, it's like a student listening to a helpful teacher. Do you see the comparison? Now, is there any part of that that's repeated that I could kind of get rid of? Yeah, have I already said this?
Basically.
But what I do need to do is I have to end by getting back to the idea of helpful. So give me another way I could get back to the idea of helpful. So, she acts like a teacher who wants to help her students succeed in school and find a good career. Like that teacher, Circe helps Odysseus by showing him what he needs to do. When he follows her advice, it helps him finish his journey. Yes? You gotta copy it. And label it comparison commentary. Now, I don't care if you recopy the claim and evidence or not, that's your choice. But do somehow make a note in your notes that comparison commentary has to, just like contrast commentary, it has to go claim and then evidence and then comparison. Claim, evidence, commentary. I've just given you a new type of commentary to use.